Hello everyone, James here from JVC Paints. Hope everyone out there in YouTube land's doing well. I've got a long-awaited Ancients update for you guys today. I've got three things I'm going to show you. I'm going to put the timestamps down below, so if you want to hop around the video, you're more than welcome. But first off, let's start with this. I've had this figure for a while. This is Ariovistus, Chieftain of the Germans. I'm going to be using him as the, I guess, the command base for the ancient Germans / Gauls. And it's got three figures here, as you can see. We've got Ariovistus here, and we've got two dogs. It's really reminiscent of sort of a, I'd say, the Games Workshop sort of champion kind of pose. It kind of reminded me of a Chaos Marauder, figures, or more of the Chaos kind of champion figures. The base I cut out myself because I've run out of faces. I put a Roman shield in there, beat it up a little bit with some blood on it. It could be his shield, or it could be, just something hanging around on the battlefield that's just sort of been propped up on that rock. Here's the back. I didn't do too much on the back, even though this is probably what I'll be seeing when I'm playing, if I ever play it. I'll be seeing the back of these figures. So the front end is pretty good. I'll put some snaps up at the end here. I didn't go overboard with the crazy designs or anything like that. I thought the little stripy pants were okay, and there was a lot of fur on it, so it wasn't too difficult to do. I tried to get all the studs and things like that on the scabbard and whatnot. So yeah, it was a fun figure to do. It took a while, I guess, to get it actually out of the blister and onto the base. So, all right, let's check out what else we got. Let's change gears a little bit. Here we've got a cavalry unit from a different continent. These are the Numidian light cavalry from Victrix Games. I ordered these guys around the same time as I ordered the Danes that you saw in my last video from Great Escape Games. So these guys spent a good 8 to 9 months in postal limbo, but they were all worth it. I really enjoy painting them. They're great miniatures. I really am a big fan of the Victrix plastics for Ancients. The shields I freehanded. They're supposed to look like giraffe skin. I think they turned out pretty well. The horses, I tried to keep them more of a lighter color. It went away from the sort of reddy brown horses. I don't know what they're called, with the stars and things like that on their foreheads and things like that. I'm not a real horse guy, to be honest with you. The command here we've got, as you can see, in the center we've got sort of the champion, or the leader of the unit, and regiment, I guess, the musician, and we've got a standard bearer. The one thing I will say about Victrix stuff, I love it. I think they're great. The plastics for Ancients are like the best. I really think so. But lining them up was a bit of a mission. I had to cut the bases myself, so I guess doing Warhammer Fantasy for so long, I was kind of spoiled with the slotted bases and everything kind of just fitting in. But like you can see these guys here on the end here, his spear is sort of kicking out on the side, and you got to deal with the arm poses that they come with. So you got to put this guy on the end. They're almost just touching each other's shields there in the back and things like that. But it's just something I have to be a little bit more careful with, and the next time I do more Victrix stuff. So I'll take a photo of these guys, some shots of these guys, and then I got one more unit, a regiment I want to show you. Here is my Gallic cavalry from Victrix Games. I ordered these guys around the same time, in the same order, I should say, as the Danes and the Numidians. As you can see, I put a little bit more work into these guys than I did with the Numidians. The Numidians only had probably about 5 or 6 colors tops. But with these guys, I had to go all out, randomizing the shields, different patterns on their shirts and pants and things like that. But they were a blast to paint. I really enjoyed them. Big fan of the Victrix Gauls. Looking forward to getting my hands on the chariot, and maybe the chariots, I should say, and the naked fanatics. But like the Numidians, if you do get this set, I would point out that when you're putting them on bases, so I put them on individual bases. I made these bases myself. I know a lot of people put them on 50 by 50 bases, put 2 guys, which might probably be better in the long run. I might do it for the next set of cavalry that I do, but you gotta be really careful of the poses. Like, so we got this guy here. The way his spear is, he'd be hitting this guy next to him. As you can see, there's probably about a 2 or 3 millimeter gap between the actual bases. This is a great pose. This is probably my favorite pose out of the set. They got this guy. You can have his torso kind of twist to the side, so he's taking out some guy in the flank. But you can't overdo it. There's a guy here in the back behind him, and I think the other guy's over here. And there's one in the back here, so they kind of become the corner guys, I guess you could say. But great kit. I really enjoyed it. They're very colorful. I'm going to put some snaps up of these guys. A little bit of a kit bash. This head here, I think, is from my Ancient Germans that I finished, and that's it. A little bit more work with the horses too, I guess. You know, I try to go in and make them a little bit more European, more randomized. As you can see here, we've got, you know, different kind of stars on the horses and things like that, different colors. So great kit, can't recommend it enough. If you're into ancients and you're into painting and you're into Gauls, I guess these would be the ones for you. Other than that, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to put some snaps up of these guys. The next video for me is going to probably 99% sure it's going to be bolt action, and it's going to be another army parade. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend and happy Halloween. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.